you talk about realization. Is realization the experience of it knowing itself?
Of course. Everything whatsoever is an experience of it knowing itself.
But does realization take it to a different level of
No.
it knowing?
No, realization is just a discovery that there is no particular level. Realization is really just a discovery or noticing of the arbitrariness of it all. Realization is discovering that all frames of reference are arbitrary. Before realization, we entertain the fantasy that there is some frame of reference that is more true than some other frame of reference. Realization consists of the discovery that that is not the case, that any frame of reference is equally arbitrary, and hence essentially interchangeable. And there is no condition of no frame of reference. So as a result, it's essentially discovering that one is insane, one is incurably insane, and that is the sole condition. So there's no possibility of ever being cured. You just have an insanity. You're inevitably insane in one guise or another. So it doesn't matter.
But there's a strong drive for resolution. There's a strong drive for the seeking.
Yes, prior to realization, because the drive to seeking and resolution is based on the fantasy that there's some ultimate frame of reference that is better than either a current frame of reference or some, in other words, there's a goal that is meaningful. And realization consists of the discovery that there is no goal. It's a discovery of, you could say, absolute relativity. So there's no gauge of being further along or less further along. There's no gauge of achieving or non-achieving. There's no gauge of improving or not improving. So if there's nothing but sliding scale with no extremes whatsoever, it's kind of a big load off. And it's the cessation of seeking per se, without the cessation of any of these modes of activity, but you're no longer orienting to the fantasy that there's something to achieve. Because you get that anything that's achievable would be this that is already the case. So achieving it is an absurdity. I mean, suppose you realize some astounding whatever, that astounding whatever would be nothing other than this that is here now. And realization consists of the direct, naked, self-verifying realization of that fact. So it's kind of a non-event because it's just noticing and appreciating what has always been the case. But you're no longer holding it to be other than it is.